Hello, hello. I'm just gonna share this in a couple places. Uh, where are we? Where are we? There it is.
Get Black Friday deals now. Like these magic.
We don't want sounds. Live chat. Live chat. Skip the ad. Hey.
Hey, we'll say this. I make no promises on not throwing up. I have
What an answer.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm warning you now. I have my bucket over there. Because, like, sometimes, like, I can't get up and get off. So, just so you're aware, if I mute myself, that's why. I do have my Tums to kind of help with the acid indigestion. And hopefully, it will help if I need to take it. They called me in some acid reflux medicine, but with the holiday, I just wasn't able to get there. So I'm going to need that tomorrow. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Whitney.
Hello. No, you do what you gotta do. As long as I don't see it, we should be alright. Should be alright. Otherwise, it'll just be, it'll be a whole show.
I will make sure to turn my camera off and my microphone off so you don't hear me or see me. Okay, before we get started, do you have this pattern, if it will? It's the Just the Mom Crocheting. It's the llama.
No.
Okay. Because I need it for the book owl.
Let me make sure.
Okay, well, make sure before I buy it.
Yeah. Hi, Blair. Hey, Whitney. Hey, Alyssa.
Hey, everybody.
Llama? No. Okay. I don't have any llamas, but I have 2 alpacas. Neither of them are just a mom crocheting.
Okay, I'm just gonna get this one.
Okay. Stop scratching my chair. Heard of a cat? Do you mind?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Fair. Sorry.
I'm just getting it while it's on sale because I need it for the book buddies that I'm doing since they're all supposed to be coming in within the next few weeks. I don't know if all of them will be in for this market or all the books should be shipped tomorrow, but we know how this has been going with the postal service here lately.
Right.
So to our 27 people watching, this is Kat and her cat trying to clean her, apparently.
Yep, this is Wolfie.
He makes an appearance every now and again. And Alyssa, you keep that cold weather right where it's at.
I don't want that. It's
you keep that
here.
Right up there. That remember, sharing is not caring when it comes to sickness and weather.
That's true. Well, no, we like to worry about that if you would quit licking my hair.
Hey, Alyssa. I mean, not Alyssa. Lisa. My bad. If I can read again. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've been on live. It's been almost a whole week, and this week has been very, very rough.
Hey, Sierra. It's Wolfie. You just messed up my hair, dude. Come on. Please don't choke.
I'm good. I've actually got a body armor, and it's helping. I feel a lot better. Because, like, I've been trying to drink water, because when I'm feeling nauseous, typically I drink Sprite. Well, every time I drink Sprite, I just throw it up. And I don't know if it's the acid in the mucus not agreeing with it. I don't know what it is. Because, I I can drink Dr. Pepper and it doesn't bother me. I can drink a Coke and it doesn't bother me. But Sprite, I guess the baby don't like Sprite. Well,
Guess not.
but I think I'm gonna work on the llama. Hello, Alexis. I need
Hello.
to go get my computer so I can read comments.
Yes. Lisa says she can't drink Sprite ever since COVID. Really? So I have an issue drinking like any type of clear pop other than Squirt. Thank you guys. This is my cat Wolfie. She is a pain in the rear end. She thinks she rules the roost, and evidently she thinks that she needs to clean me anytime that I go live. I think she sees me as a pathetic human who can't do what I need to do. But she's been getting in a lot of trouble lately because she's been very, very like, she's not really being food aggressive as much as she is just being very bold about getting into human food. So she's knocked a bunch of things off the counter today. She's made up messes all over the place. It's just been a whole thing. Thank you. Your favorite dumb blonde. I like your handle. That's funny. Yeah, she's very demanding. Maybe she's trying to apologize. No. This, if I'm not careful with her, she will literally chomp my hair and cut it off at the root with her teeth. She did it on a YouTube video or on live once. I was like, are you serious? But the demanding headbutts. She does not even demandingly headbutt me. She just decides to jump up here and rip my hair out of my skull.
Oh yeah, just randomly.
Yeah, it's very rude. But ignore my giant bag of fluff, but my wall is filled in.
So that means we filmed a video.
That means we filmed a video. That means that my video, my video is trying to save her.
Okay.
Yeah. So it should be going up tonight or maybe tomorrow afternoon. Not sure yet. But we have part 1 of a yarn haul video. Listen, if I'm gonna crochet a sweater that says that on it, I'm gonna give it to my brother. My brother's name is Dylan, and I think that would be really funny. Although we call him Dillhole. Same difference. Thank you, Alyssa.
Oh. Sorry,
Hello.
just give me a minute to get situated.
The plans for the night. I'm not really sure. Your uncle's name is Dylan. That's cool. Okay, Wolfie, if you delete one of my patterns, I'm gonna be mad. Stay out of my coffee. Oh, you're gonna lick me now. Okay. Are we good?
I've been crocheting for 2 years. Someone asked when did we start crocheting, so.
I've been crocheting for 21 years.
I'm starting to look for the week that I'm off for spring break. If Grandma Sydney doesn't come with you to the retreat and you can swing it, I think there's going to be a festival in Alabama. Which, if it's in the area I think it is, which is Mobile, Gulf Shores, that's only 4 hours from me. 4.5, I think.
So here's something that's kind of fun, sort of. I mean, it's not really fun. Right now, you and I are like the only people retreating. So, I mean, we could do like a road trip to go see Maria for a couple days and just spend the rest of the time at your house.
Works for
Like,
me.
like and then we could try something again a different time of year with the others. I know that this holiday season, this season of life in general, just whooped a bunch of people's asses. So, yeah. All right, Alexis. Well, thanks for hanging out for a moment. Alyssa says she's working on an axolotl pattern that she's enjoying. That's fun. I need to work on jellyfish and a Pooh Bear. Maybe I should do the Pooh Bear first.
I have no idea
Yeah.
what I make.
Yeah, Lisa, I totally get it. And I think like between the shutdown, between inflation is like suddenly really just been in people's faces. You know, this season is just terrible. People, for whatever reason, find it really hard to stay alive this time of year. So that's a thing. Yeah. Hi, Joshy. Have you ever
Hello.
done a wobble thing? Oh, you mean a wooble? I tried. So I've been crocheting 21 years, and I tried to help my sister, who is 11, do a woobles kit to learn to crochet, and that thing is confusing.
But this
Super
is the
confusing.
lotion that I've got now.
That's the what?
The lotion. So if they ever tell you you need nausea medicine, it's expensive, but it is so worth it to get this. And all I do is rub it right here on my wrist, and it goes away. Bam.
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
I
But like if you
don't.
are sick, that's the way to go. Fuck all that other stuff. Fuck it.
Yeah, the kits are terrible, Sierra. You're right. Dumb blonde. Is there something else I can call you? Because I feel bad using that username to address you. Lisa says, gonna sound really morbid, but my dad used to work at a cemetery and he would say that they are just dying to get in the ground. It's true. Hens. Like, were you Kenzie had a different picture. Hi, Shy. Okay. If you prefer us to, like, if you like being called Kens, we can call you Kens. I just feel really. Yeah, that's so gross, Whitney. I hate that temperature. Yeah,
About cold weather, you keep that mess.
that's right. Oh, and Lisa said she's freehanding a fingerless mitt. Okay.
Nice. Okay, what am I starting with?
You guys will have to let me know if my camera here seems like it's decent quality. I think I need to clean it a bit better. Once I upload my newest video, you will find out why I need to clean my camera a little bit better. It was a really, really awesome situation, and you should watch it to find out. The resident Canadian in here is enjoying the freezing temps. Not. Yeah, I wouldn't be either. That just sounds disgusting. All right. So I guess we'll start with Winnie the Pooh.
I love how you posted the kids' Christmas list. You look at Archer's, go down his list, all the electronics are up at the top. You get to the bottom, binoculars. Then you go down to Rowan's, all of his electronics are up at the top. Then he ends with sunglasses.
To be fair, I wrote it that way. But I just like, okay, some of the things that Rowan circled, because I gave him like the the Amazon wish list book. I was like,
Oh.
all right, circle all the things in your color blue that you want for Christmas. That boy was circling razors and a fire pit and a woman's head, amongst many other things. So I definitely had to weed that one down.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Hi, Amy.
Hello.
Thankfully, Rowan is feeling so much better. He was sick for just a couple days, and then he's been fine. We were able to go to Thanksgiving at my mom's because he was not sick. He had been fever free for long enough. It's just a whole thing. Hi, Yuda. Right, Lisa? I told Rowan, I said, only circle the things that you really, 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 really want the most. And it did a lot. It gave us a lot of ideas. We were able to do, I was able to do an order for Christmas presents today, which is good because it also gives us lots of time that if we wanted to get more between now and Christmas, we can. Like, we have, 3 weeks to get stocking stuffers or little things. We got a few things that we know that they really want. We got some things that we think they would really like, and then we got one thing that Arthur, in a roundabout way, asked for. Not, and we basically told him there was no way it was going to happen, but it's something that they both can use, and it was for a really great price. So it's the big gift for both of them. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Sorry, like, you build up a freaking sneeze, and then it just dies in the middle of it. That's annoying. Mhm. But so I feel like we had a pretty successful Christmas order, and then realistically, 2 of the things on that list, my mom had said that she was going to get them for Christmas. Oh yeah, for anybody who's watching and doesn't know, my crochet friend here, this is Haley. She has a YouTube channel. It's called Haley's Design Studio. We are besties, and I've been to her house. And even though we live way too many hours apart from each other, but I hopped on a plane and everything. That being said, one of the things that Rowan circled was a suitcase of his own. I said, "What are you going to do with a suitcase?" "I'm going to fly on a plane." I said, "Where do you think you're going on a plane?" It's like, "To Haley's." Then what if Haley doesn't want you there? It's like, then I'm gonna beat up the pilot and I'm gonna go anyways. I'm like, okay.
I told you, he is my little buddy. Out of all of your friends you have, you can't deny that. That's my little buddy right there. Oh.
Uh-huh. I told him, I said, I don't think you need your own suitcase, dude. I said, but maybe someday. We'll see. I'm like, dude.
Oh, and so I made a mistake. I told you that I got him 2 Minecraft shirts. I found one Minecraft shirt because the others were ugly and I didn't like them. So I got him a Sonic shirt.
He won't be mad.
No. The Minecraft was to go with his outfit because it's black and it's got some type of character on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the Sonic shirt's just like something you can pair with a pair of blue jeans or something.
He'll wear it. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Well,
Hi,
it was more
Mandy.
of I found the sweatsuit first. And I was like, not sending him a sweatsuit without a shirt because if he gets hot in the classrooms, then I'm like, no, 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 no. He needs a shirt to go with it. I'm just that type of person. Like, if you buy a sweatsuit, get a regular shirt to go with it. Don't, and not
Yeah.
a long sleeve shirt. Get a short sleeve shirt. That's why it's a sweatsuit. I know it's colder up there where y'all are, but
Mm-hmm.
like, still, no, no, no. So,
Well, he is gonna appreciate it. He loves clothes. He loves sweatsuits too. But, he has a bad habit of bleeding at school. So if he bleeds on his sweatshirt, he could just take it off.
well,
Hi guys. Hi Nikki
hey, Mandy.
and Chloe. Who else is in here? I see a John. A Susie. There were others up higher. Hi UK leads. I don't know what that means. Oh, John's a troll. Okay. Hi troll.
Okay, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. Uh Hobby? Just take me to your leader. That's funny. Yeah, at least you admit it. Right, right. Respect. I can throw some respect on that. Nikki says, when did you start? I started crocheting 21 years ago, and Haley, didn't you just say 2?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
2. Gross.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Vertical stream chats are so wild, Sierra. It's crazy. But it's also funny, like it cracks me up. Um yeah, thanks, John. Thank you. Appreciate that. Uh what I've found though is that vertical streams get more views in the long run, which at least as you're growing your channel is definitely better because the intent is to gain more subscribers, right? Gain more subscribers in order to gain more viewers for long-term content. So, are you the leader of the operation? Who do you work for? I mean, I guess I'm the leader of my channel and I work for myself. Meh. Hi, Cranes from Kenya. You buy? Okay. Somebody had asked, what do we make? We make crochet. We make crochet plushies for the most part. We do not talk about politics or religion on this channel. You could imagine me working for New York Times. Interesting. Why? How much do I pay myself? Generally I pay myself about $15 an hour, sometimes $15 to $20 an hour, plus materials. You'll buy 3 eggs. I don't have eggs to give you. Well, I guess I have rotten eggs. You can have some rotten eggs out of the fridge. At least I assume they are. Sierra says, take me to your leader, cat. LOL. I'm my own leader, dang it. Sorry, I can only afford to pay myself that much. I couldn't afford to pay you that much. That's why I'm a single employee business. Well, I guess kind of. In a sense, as long as I'm selling stuff for Maria or Caroline or Karen, I kind of have employees through my business, but it's like on a consignment basis. So I don't know how that works.
Alright, well, y'all keep having these conversations. I'm gonna get to crocheting.
Yeah, that's fine. Hi, Molly. Congrats on 500 subscribers, girly.
Yes. And you keep having these conversations, I'm gonna dip out.
No.
They don't reach the level of uncomfortability. Like,
Okay.
y'all are streaming.
Oh, I mean, it's strange. Don't get me wrong.
No,
I agree.
I'm good at this point.
I know. What are we making? I'm gonna make a Winnie the Pooh. The little like bobble stitch body one. I got an order for it and I need to ship it out. I'm so sorry, but we can't give you anything for free.
No.
If you'd like to make a purchase, you can reach out to either of us on Instagram, or you can check out my website. I've got items on there. Interesting. Thank you, Nikki.
Oh, and that person never responded to her text message from last night.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. That's okay, because in the video I filmed when I was doing all of this, I said, if you unfollow somebody or unsubscribe somebody or just dislike somebody because they don't fit into your neat little perfect box, then you are shallow. So all the people who feel that, there's probably going to be some backlash.
Yeah. It just, at this point, it's silly.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Oh,
Whole thing.
and she gets called out as well. Not by name, of course, but she does get called out.
It's just frustrating. You
It's just
know,
really stupid. It's like,
yeah, a little bit, Molly.
yeah. And it's been a slow, like, incline of, like, people are still doing it. Like, so people from the old group who just realized, like, that I post something or whatever have just, like, unfriended and unfollowed and done all the things, and I just kinda tired of it. So I just spoke a little piece about it.
Thank you, McKinley. Thank you, Nikki. You guys are awesome.
Oh, it's not even about getting dislikes. Nobody dislikes my videos. I'm just tired of people thinking that others don't notice when you subscribe and when you unsubscribe and when you unfollow and when you follow. I keep track of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm the main one. Like, if you do it and I've seen that you have subscribed, or like if I've seen that you've commented on my videos several different times, and now all of a sudden you don't want to. I don't know any other way to explain that.
Yeah.
So it's just pointing it out and for people to be aware that I have seen it. So that way they know, like, you didn't get one over on me. But I also mentioned that I've not done any of that. I haven't. I don't. I don't believe in doing that. Just because I don't like you, I mean, at some point, you are part of the season of this whatever it was, so why would I stoop to your level?
Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely have. There have just gotten to be some people that it is not good for my mental health to keep seeing them and keep getting irritated and frustrated because their perfect little bubble that they live in is getting inflated farther and farther and farther, and it's not the truth. Um, so I can't just keep letting that person or those people irritate the shit out of me. So if I can block them, if I can unsubscribe, unfollow, so that way I don't have to see it anymore. I don't have to be reminded of it anymore. I'm going to. I'm going to protect my peace at this point. This whole thing has blown up to such an astronomical thing over a lie. And the whole thing started with a lie. Um, you know, people said things were said that were not said at all, let alone by me. And then it just blew up from there. And my character has been extremely damaged from that. My self-worth has been extremely damaged from that. And I just cannot do it anymore. So I don't have time for anybody in my life at this point who's not actually there for me. And anybody who's willing to drop me or make accusations about me or to me without even bothering to ask for the truth from me, not worth it. Not worth it. And those people show more about themselves than they ever showed about me. So, anybody who's here for genuine reasons, I appreciate you. I love you. A lot of you are some of the greatest friends that I've met in a really long time. And I'm really glad that you're in my circle. So, and anybody else who's no longer in my circle, there's a reason you're not in it anymore.
Like, I didn't say that to take a dig at you, because I know why you did it.
Yeah. No, I know you're not digging at me, but I also understand your reasoning.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not that person.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But I also pointed out in my video, because I do announce the thing. And so I do say, I am very hormonal. So you can fuck around and find out if you want to what type of person I can become. If you want to.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, I have another video coming out, the one where I actually talk about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such, like, several of you who will go and watch it, keep in mind, I do my best not to mention anything Kat has told me. It's all about how I am feeling, what has affected me, and all of that. So when you watch my videos and you see me get a little bit negative about things, it has nothing to do with anybody but how I'm feeling and how I have been, like, mentally attacked through all this. And for those of you who don't know, I've had a rough couple of weeks. So at this point, I'm about ready to let shit fly. And I'm not that type of person to do it on the internet because I am a school teacher. But I have made a few videos and clips and stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yep.
And it's still happening, Mandy. That's the issue. It's still happening. People are still unfollowing, unsubscribing, still making accusations, still taking sides, still lying to get ahead. It's fine. Karma eventually always finds a way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sierra, you don't even want to know. We learned a lot about this community. You either are everybody loves you or they don't, and then a group of them gets up and tries to like
Turn
hate
everyone
you.
else against you.
Well, just hate on you in general.
Yeah.
But that they're doing that to big names as well, so I try not to take it personally.
Yeah.
But what they do about big name people, when it gets blurted out, they're like, "Oh, I didn't say that. Well, I didn't do that. Oh, I wasn't part of that. Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
weren't. Okay."
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm not one to get a text message from somebody warning me about somebody when they have not shown any ill intention whatsoever. And they are only being warned because they did what was right in their mind. Which they didn't lie, they spoke the truth. But when I get a warning about them from someone that, okay, out of all the people, like, you barking up the wrong tree, because
Yep.
I keep my circle tight.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
Yep.
to be honest, true people in my circle, they have this number right here. And they call me and they talk to me. And that's really and truthfully, that's 3 people. I have a few others that need my number because one or two, they have gotten that privilege. I just have not done it yet because I have been sick as a darn dog. But yeah, if you don't have my number, you're not in my circle. And we can chat and talk all day long. That's the thing about me. People mistake me chatting with you, me liking your stuff, me checking on you as, oh, I'm in her circle. No, not. But watch it. That's all I don't expect. And
Yeah.
for those of you that don't, it doesn't mean we're not friends. It doesn't mean we're not. It's just it takes a lot. I have a lot of trauma I have to go through. And I have my own I have my own negativity right now with everything that has happened over since March. I haven't let anybody else in. So the
No.
ones that have this, it's because they were let in way before all of this stuff come into play. So don't take it offense. Also, y'all, I'm gonna make this announcement. If I don't friend you on Facebook, please do not take that offensive. My Facebook is personal, it's family. I have very few of my new friends on there. There's one that has my cell phone number that doesn't. So, I mean, and it's not anything against anybody, Mandy. It's just I have my circle close for this reason. Because I am a very very blunt, very honest, very southern girl. And a lot of people take my facial reactions and some of my blunt humor, and they take it offensively. And so until I know that you're not gonna do that wholeheartedly, then we're good. Because a lot of y'all think I'm mean to Cat. I'm not being mean to Cat. That's legitly me. It's nothing else but being me. So I know it seems like I'm rude and all this. So yeah.
No,
So
she's just mean.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Oh no. Yes, Sierra.
Yeah, well, Lisa, I just have there's been a few things that have been said about me, not directly to me, about my Facebook, and like people get really offended when I don't friend people. on Facebook, and I've only heard like one that it really bothered, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute, like you like what? Because see, my Facebook still has my maiden name on it. So for you to go and find my Facebook meant you went scrolling. You went searching for it. Unless you already have just been friends with Kat for so long, that's the only way you're gonna find mine. Because I don't get on Facebook hardly ever. This was the first personal thing I've put on Facebook, and I could not tell you how long. Because even for our wedding anniversary, I don't I don't post pictures of me and Cody. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, I do because I am friends with Kat on Facebook, but I mean, I'm just saying the fact of don't be offended if I don't friend people on Facebook. It, it has bothered a few people, and it's just I, I I'm in the era of where I don't give a fuck. So, and it's gotten worse for those of you who do know. Uh, it has gotten very, very wrong. And Bama Boy, you said what happened? Just people pissing me off. That's all it is.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're still finding little backlash things from shit that happened, July, August, September, and we're done with it. We're done with it. And that thought led to another thought and led to another thought, and here we are. But that being said, hello, Strawberry and Chicken Nummies. Love the name.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rowan's in trouble. Or
Yeah.
he's going to bed. Yeah, can't please everybody, for sure. We are in the era 100. Hey, listen. We don't, like, you can't use neurospicy as a disrespectful thing around here, okay? Bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah. So we can't teach you how to crochet. What? No, you can't sleep with me. I love you. Bye. Yeah, definitely be respectful. Can't please everybody. At the end of the day, we're just in that don't give a fuck era, and we're gonna live our best life, and we're gonna bring all the positivity, and that's all we're gonna do. What? Why can't you sleep with me? Because Dad is home. There's not enough room in the bed. Come here. Thank you. Nice to meet you. I'm not great at reading Spanish or other Hispanic type languages. Come here and give me a hug. You gotta go to bed. Can't sleep with me. Oh man. Kids, am I right? Yes, English please. Yeah. Whatever the language is, I can't read it. You can't. Hi, Jeff. You can knit with a crochet hook. It is called nooking. You can tat with a crochet hook. I didn't know that. It's called crochet. That's funny. No, crotat. That makes more sense. Hang on one second. Oh, yeah, sorry. We're not sharing our contact information. Thanks, Alyssa. That's very helpful. All right. I never did share my the links. So I should probably do that. Paste. Yeah. I don't do well with the crying and the screaming and the stomping and the demanding. So there's definitely an factor from that. But then also, like, we don't even speak the same language. Like, why are you asking me for contact information? That just seems weird. Right? Yeah. He's just being a lot. But I also like disappeared upstairs a few hours ago at this point because we've had a lot of family time over the last few days. And I needed to step away. I needed to film a video. I Stop being rude. What do you mean? Who am I being rude to? Excuse me? Anyways, thanks, Bama boy. Like, oh, wait. I'm okay. No. Thanks, Alyssa. Bama boy, why did you unhide him? I'm confused. You said to the girl, we don't even have the same language. Did you see your face? Oh.
That face wasn't towards you.
No. I'm so confused.
That face was to me trying to read the comments. Because my computer has my comments over here. So.
Well, I'm probably also on the same, like, thought process of, like, we don't even speak the same language, so why do you feel comfortable asking a random stranger for their contact information? Like, it's that gives me the ick factor. Right there. Like, that is a border you don't really cross. Yeah. Thanks, Mandy. And Bama Boy. Whitney says, my Christmas tree is almost done. I gotta sew it together and then put the lights on and stuff. It's getting there. That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, Sierra, it's the whole thing. Well, okay. And enjoy my back wall. Enjoy Haley's back wall. Get all the ick that you need, and then scoot. We are a crochet channel, both of us. Like, if you don't want to be here for the crochet, why are you here? What a good idea there, Alyssa. Hi. Right, enjoy the ick. I don't have time for, the messiness that come with some people. Crochet is similar to knitting, but with a different tool. Both, at the end of the day, require knotting yarn to create a project. Yeah. We both have businesses that we need a lot of yarn in order to make our product. Yeah, and because we want it, obviously.
Yeah, I just bought yarn and I didn't really need it.
I also may have bought a little bit of yarn.
Oh, that same one I got on Amazon that you sent me?
No, because I have that. I even made a cubby of it right there. I
Okay.
moved things around and I have a cubby of it. Same with in my browns. I don't have enough browns, so I put my fluffy flecks in there. And I put more of the dots right there. Oh, what'd you say? Not being rude, just scrolling at 2 a.m. and curious. Sorry. No. You're not being rude by asking if knitting and crochet are the same. You did land on a crochet channel, not a knit channel. Knitting is with 2 needles and crochet is with 1 hook. But we talk about a variety of things. We just don't touch on politics or religion. We try to keep it down to earth, unless we're just crazy on one that night. But I got an order for Winnie the Pooh, so I'm working on that, kind of. And Haley, what are you making? A llama, right?
No, Moana.
Moana.
Yeah, because I bought the llama pattern, but I'm going to do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I need to download it to my iPad, and I'm on my iPad.
Yes. Hi, Brito.
Hello, Burrito.
Bama Boy says, I've been watching you. I didn't know that. What?
When you mentioned about the needle being 2 or whatever.
Yes. Yes, I can also circular knit. I knit a hat. The Winnie the Pooh. Yes. Winnie the Pooh is going to be a little basic. Bye. But Moana, I bet, is a bit more detailed. But
Yeah,
you can.
working on her haircut now.
Yeah, you can crochet just about anything. I'm learning how to knit, Sierra. I can knit a hat sometimes. Hello to India. Hi, Brayden. Ooh, strawberry. I want to see that when you're done. That would definitely help Whitney. Emma Boy loves Winnie the Pooh. That's so cute. Do you need a Winnie the Pooh then? Yes, I have a website, Ben. It is linked in my link tree on my channel, and you can see all the different things that I have. Oh, I'm reading back. So Sierra asked, out of curiosity, I know you like amigurumi. Have you done or enjoy wearables at all? I personally love wearables. Wearables are my passion project, 100%. But plushies are where the money's at. So I do wearables when I can, and I do plushies for the most part now.
Well, the only wearable that I've actually finished is the pattern test I did for Kat. So, which I don't even know if I can still wear that thing at this point.
Maybe not. And Alyssa said, I went to start watching your latest video, Haley, and then my dog needed out. But after the live, I'll be rewatching from the start. I watched it earlier, but you know that because I commented this time. I made sure. Olive.
Okay, so in your comment, you said it cracked. Something cracked you up. Was it me or the cat?
The cat. Yeah, the cat cracks me up. Just hearing her in the background with her sound. Like, it's not even a meow. Her meow is equivalent to Hunter's bark. Alyssa says, welcome in, everyone. If you could smash that like button, that would be awesome. Subscribe to these lovely ladies. Thank you. And then also, please be respectful in the chat. I agree. Oh my gosh, the toddler is yelling. Olive said, I said it's not knitting. What is it called again? Sorry, just out of curiosity. It's crochet. Sierra says, if you can knit a hat, you can knit in the same way that it's a combination of simple stitches to make special stitches in crochet. Same for knitting. You're well on your way. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll show you the hat that I finished. I guess it's right here. I knit my hat. I would say that this one is probably better than most of the other ones that I've done, except for at the top. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I definitely didn't do anything consistent with my decreases on the top. But it's all the yarn. The yarn did the job. But it's just a knit purl stitch. And it's a really thick yarn. Very nice. And it's very stretchy. And then I accidentally did this. I thought that I was doing it right. I was doing it wrong. And then somebody said, hey, that's not what you're doing. And then somehow I fixed it. But even then I was doing it wrong because, like, I guess this is a twisted rib stitch in knitting. And then this became just a knit all the way around. And it's supposed to be knit, purl, and I'm still very confused. Oh, yes, Ben. Patterns are like blueprints. They tell you what number of stitches to make in order to make the project. Hail Hazel, good night, Lisa. Bama Boy says he slept with a plush Winnie the Pooh when he was 5 or 6. Sierra, that's so cool. She says, I think I've come into your lives 4 or 5 times now. I didn't realize we liked the same stuff. I'm the same way. I don't sell my items, but other than that part, same. I sell my stuff because I don't want to work for other people. And I get bored of everything but crochet. And if I didn't sell it, what would I do with it? Like, I would just have an insane amount of crochet things that just pile and pile. There's never enough room. Thank you, Sierra. That's why I've been trying to make the same hat over and over again, so that way I'm really working on my tension in the process. Because for me, that's my biggest issue with learning any other type of yarn work, is my tension. If it's not right, I hate it. Thanks, Ben. Sierra can't work, unfortunately, struggles with agoraphobia and PTSD, among other physical and mental illnesses. I've struggled to work my whole life. I craft to keep my sanity with not going outside. I'm sorry. I feel for you in the aspect of just what you've had to go through in order to get where you are right now. And none of it could have been easy. Strawberry says, yeah, I'm trying to sell my made goods now because of that issue. I made it, liked the process of making it, have no room for it though. Right. Ben says, just saw the top thing on the website. That's pretty cool that you make clothes. I do. I love making wearables. One of my favorites. Like, I'm really looking forward to when Christmas is here because I have a cardigan that I started at last Christmas-ish time. Actually, I probably started it last September, technically. That I really want to finish. I want to make a cardigan in the worst way. Yeah, Sierra. But I also know where you're coming from by saying it's okay. It's just a part of life at this point. I understand because I feel the same way, with my own traumas that I've gone through. But at the same time, it's okay for it not to be okay. Whatever it is that you went through, the stuff that I went through, the stuff that Haley went through, the stuff that any of us went through, none of us should have had to have gone through it. It's not okay that it happened. Yes, it's a part of our life. Yes, it's a part of who we are. But it's not okay that it happened. I would have preferred to be how I am without going through all that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Nikki.
Yeah, but if you didn't go through all that, you wouldn't be who you are today. So
I know. I do know that, but I would have preferred not to have.
yeah. Yeah, you can stay on, however, but I'm probably gonna get off in about 15 minutes.
Okay. You're at that point.
I'm at the point where I need to sleep, and the fact that I didn't sleep good last night really just did me in.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we were on talking and stuff, but after we quit talking, let's put it this way: I was so tired last night that I didn't make it through the Alabama game last night, and they played Auburn, their rival. I couldn't do it. Like, I had been so tired from throwing up that I couldn't do it.
Well, I hope that you're able to zonk out for sure.
Good to go take something, I am.
Alyssa, hope you have a better sleep tonight.
Thank you.
Whitney got really attached to crochet because of trauma. Same. Realistically, fun fact, the actual trauma, I was just a kid. The remembering the trauma after my memory blacked it out, I was 12, and I started learning to crochet when I was 11. So the obsession that crochet became absolutely was 2 and 2 with the going through it. I understand. Ben says, I'm purposely trying not to sleep. I start a new night shift job later today. I'm sorry, that sucks. I feel like I'm always on YouTube at 2 a.m., Ben. I was watching ghost shows last night until like 2:30 in the morning. Nikki suggests taking some melatonin.
I already do that.
Strawberry says, have either of you two, or anyone in the chat for that matter, tried nail binding? Nail binding? What does that mean? Sarah, I understand. Frank, thank you, I think. Unless you're from the South, and by saying bless all your little hearts, you mean it condescendingly, and then otherwise, no. No, thank you. Alyssa, that's funny. No. Ghost. Paranormal. Paranormal shows, not goat shows. That would be freaking funny. Could you? I'm just spending hours on YouTube watching shows about goats. Nail binding is an old tradition that started before crochet, I believe. It's like crocheting with a special tool that isn't a crochet hook, if I recall correctly. It's an ancient fiber craft that predates knitting and crochet. I believe it's more knotting related. More knotting than looping. I don't know. Yeah, if you didn't know, I'm a huge paranormal nut. Like, I will watch all of the spooky, ghosty, paranormal things. I don't care so much about, like, aliens and stuff. I don't care about that. And I don't care so much about cryptids either. That's not really my thing. Like, do I believe that Bigfoot is real? Probably. Honestly, probably. I do live in Pennsylvania. There's definitely, I could believe it. I know, realistically, like, we talk a lot on these lives, but we don't do a whole lot to reveal information about ourselves in that kind of way. So it's more a matter of keeping it surface level. And like with Haley being a teacher, she's got to keep a lot of that stuff safe. So respecting that. But when Haley's welcome to answer whatever she wants to. So, but if you guys have questions about me and are curious about like my likes, dislikes, whatever, you're welcome to ask. Yes, we are state neighbors. Hello. Privacy on the internet is important. Strawberry says it means needle binding. You can use a darning needle for state. Mandy says, hey now, I watch sheep on YouTube. Nothing wrong with that. The Weird Adventure Gang says, I'm taking a break from crocheting. You're taking a break from crocheting to hang out with us while we crochet? Or like in a long form break? Hey, Kylie.
Hi.
Yeah, I definitely believe in the paranormal too, Bama. I used to live in quite a few haunted houses. And then realistically, I just come to the conclusion that I'm pretty sure that either I'm the one that's haunted or I'm sensitive, and I'm not really sure which. But I don't want to explore it because I don't want to open doorways I don't know how to close. Which is why I won't go on like ghost hunts either. I'm not intentionally looking for ghosts because you never know who you're talking to. Ben says, my father's a poet. One of his springs to mind here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sierra says, I used to be heavily into paranormal when I was younger. Not so much anymore. Reality kind of, I don't know, changed that for me, I guess. No offense to anyone who believes in it by any means, but I learned hallucinations are a very strong thing, and you can explain, or and can explain a lot. That's true. I will say that my experiences were honestly, it makes more sense that it was paranormal than that it could have been hallucinations, if that makes sense. But I can understand where you're coming from. Oh, the Weird Adventure Gang says their hand is hurting. Ben says, I don't believe in UFOs and ghosts and all that stuff. Man, where's the fun in all that? I don't think it makes sense for us as humans and our planet to be the only existence in the universe or the galaxy or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that be weird if we were the only ones like us? Just seems weird. Bama Boy says, and Bigfoot, I want to send Bigfoot party with me. Ben, I agree. Just believing in myself is bloody hard enough. Whitney, I'm in the thick of Christmas presents. Strawberry says, my question is, if Bigfoot is real, why are all the pictures so booty? I mean, maybe he is, and everyone who captured him had a potato for filming. Okay, what is booty supposed to say? Do you mean blurry? Sierra says, I learned I freaked myself out a lot. That's totally possible. Bama Boy says, I'm redneck AF. The Weird Adventure Gang says, if you could not take care of it, what animal would you have as a pet? I don't know. Maybe a tiger. Big kitty. Come here, big kitty. Hello. Sierra says they believe in aliens more than she even believe in ghosts anymore. That's fair. Oh, okay. Then that makes so much sense. He says that they were a section of his father's poem. It wasn't actually opinion. Okay. Sierra says some people use booty as an interchangeable word for bad. Okay, that makes sense. Strawberry says booty, I'm self-censoring for the A word. That's great. Nikki says, I think by them saying booty, they mean the cuss word ass. Fair. Sierra says a raccoon. They're wild in their old age, but I would love it. I have had a pet raccoon, and he was amazing. His name was Bandit. I know, so original, but he was hilarious. Bama Boy says invitation to party. That makes more sense. Whitney says dolphin. If I need something on land, a gorilla. You know, I thought about a monkey or a gorilla for the first time, but then I didn't actually, like, I don't know, I second guessed it. Zira says, Kat, this might help explain. Someone in my life is convinced he is a god who can trap ghosts in his bathroom and control things around him with manifestation. He used to freak me out in a dark parking lot. He's mentally ill, obviously. You know what, Sierra? I'm going to give it to you. Um, hmm. But see, and then on my brain is like, on one hand, in today's world, they're of course going to be considered mentally ill, but 1,000 years ago, they would have been considered a prophet and like speaking to God and just like holy people. And like, where did the lines change? How do we know? Maybe they're just very self-aware. I don't know. Strawberry says, I try to self-censor when in a live chat. It feels more respectful to do so. I appreciate that. Sierra says he's a big reason I don't believe in that stuff anymore. I can understand that. Bama Boy says, I'm a holler boy. We know how to party. Good to know. The Weird Adventure Gang says, what was something you learned about crocheting that you will never forget? That no matter how bad you mess up, all you have to do is rip it out and try again. Or fudge it. It'll figure its way out in the end. Mm. Sierra says, I learned we don't know how to count. Ain't that the truth?
Alright. Night, girly.
Good night, girly. Feel better and get some great sleep.
I don't know if I'll feel better, but
Fingers crossed.
yes. Night.
Whitney says that if you need to walk away from it, walk away. Yes, true. Mandy says, I'll never forget a single crochet. That would really suck if you did, too. No, I'm not going to do that. Ben says, did anyone hear about the psychic dwarf who escaped prison? News said there was a small, medium, and large. Haha. Hi, Pink. I don't know, Janae. Yeah, I get phlegmy and I cough. Hello to Sri Lanka. The Weird Adventure Gang says, I don't know what to believe at this point because I go to church sometimes, but then I watch shows like Supernatural. So I feel like there's a happy medium. Like, you can be intrigued with the idea of more, but not necessarily believe in it, especially if it's against your beliefs. But I don't know. Yeah, I think those can coexist just fine too. I mean, at the end of the day, Supernatural, it's just a TV show, As long as you're able to cognitively tell the difference between this is a TV show in complete fiction and not somehow confuse yourself that, like, ooh, this is real life, that would be the distinction. But there are also a lot of Christian-based religions that allow you to believe in paranormal of some sort. Yeah. I never really got into Supernatural. Strawberry says, my partner wants Mothman to be real so bad. They're obsessed with him. That's funny. I don't know. I don't really know much about Mothman at all, except for I have friends who are obsessed. Sarah says, I wanted to ask that. I thought those two kind of went hand in hand. Most religious people I know believe in ghosts and spirit. Right. And that's the thing too. Like, believing, it really depends on which which section of religion you believe in. 'Cause some are way stricter than others. Um, Haley went to bed, Kylie. Um, yeah, it really depends on which part you believe in and how strictly you want to follow your belief system. Because at the end of the day, they're your beliefs. Yeah, I 100% agree, Ben. Religion is entirely based on faith. It's believing in something you can't see with your own eyes. So at the end of the day, it's all very much the same. I know my personal belief system, um, I'm not I don't necessarily believe in a God, but on the talking point of God would be um everything talks about how, he made people as his eye intended them to be, in no matter how you look at them. He intended for you to have brown hair and brown eyes. He intended for you to be a birth bearing person or not. He intended for you to go through trauma or not. He I also feel at the end of the day, people who claim to have certain abilities, people who are psychics, people who believe they have like special powers or whatever. Whatever it might be. Clairvoyance, mediumship, anything like that. I think at the end of the day, there are people who are born with the ability to do that, and as they get older, they grow out of it. Essentially, I think that it's because they don't practice it, so they lose it, and eventually life itself teaches you to close it down, close that door, right? But a lot of religions try to teach you that, you know, psychic abilities or special abilities of any kind are a tool of the devil. They're deals made with demons. They're bad. They're evil. Don't dive into it. But how can you say that with children who are born with these capabilities? Like, they didn't do anything to get that ability. They were given that. They were born with that. So I feel like that is a gift that they were given from God or the creator or whatever. Like, how can anybody disagree with that? In my mind, I don't see how you really can, but I don't know. That's just where my train of thought goes with it. Like, I just feel like, we're the people that we're meant to be at the end of the day, and just be your most authentic self. Let's not judge other people for who they are, what they believe in, unless they're just a jerk, realistically. Um, Kylie, yes, I do. The way that I see it is it doesn't affect me, you know? Like, I I go to Walmart and I hold hands with my husband, and we'll be at a concert and I'll kiss him. So what's the difference between me doing it and somebody doing it with the same sex? Um, it's not my business. I'm rubbing it in their face, so what's the difference if they do it too? Like, just live your life. Be yourself. My the only my okay. So as long as you don't hit on me, I don't care. That's where I'm at with that. Is yeah, yeah. Nobody can force someone to be a part of a religion or not. It's your choice. And there are a lot of people who push religion and beliefs on others, and it's not okay. It's like, just do what feels right for you at the end of the day. I just, I don't have to be a Christian. I don't have to be a God fearing person to follow the same thought process as the Ten Commandments. My ideology is like, I'm just going to do my best to be as good of a person as I can be at the end of the day. And whatever happens after death, I put my best foot forward and let's hope for the best. Like I believe in the paranormal. I have seen spirits um in a variety of different ways. And yeah, I mean if you're taking them to extreme levels, that's a little different. Depends on how you're using them. I mean, if you're using those abilities for fortune and fame or to gain strength and power, that's not okay. And that makes it very easy to manipulate people and hurt them. Thank you. Yeah, I 100% agree, Sierra. Yeah. Anything that's like God told me to do it, God made me do it, I don't like that. Like, no, take accountability for yourself, take accountability for your actions. Um, but like I just try my best. I'm not out here murdering people. I'm not out here stealing. I'm not out here lying intentionally. Sometimes I forget and I might say the wrong thing, but it's not an intentional lie, if that makes sense. You think you made a podcast episode about it? Right, right. Like, you know what I mean though? Like, I'm just trying to be the best person that I can be, and let's just hope for the best at the end of the day. I like to see it definitely as, a karma thing of I'm going to put out the best karma that I can. And I hope that at the end of the day, it balances out. And wherever the hell we're going to end up after we die, it ends up being a decent place. If it's reincarnation, I would be thrilled to be reincarnated as a cat. And not like a stray cat that lives outside, but a lap cat. You know, I like that. If I can play with yarn and just be me and be goofy, and it's okay for me to be forgetful and to just speak my mind and speak the truth or do what I want to do. Yeah, but if you were reincarnated, like maybe you would, I don't know, be a butterfly and you would get to experience the outside stress free. And I mean, it'd be short lived. It was bad guilt and there's no excuse for your actions. Right, right. Right. I mean, it would be a very short life, but you would get to have the best experiences. And I mean, after I don't know how long you've like been shut in for, but after however long that's been, 20 days would be a nice start. You don't want to be out there forever. You'll take a month vacay as a butterfly, honestly. Right? Yeah. That's what it'd be like. Strawberry says, I'm sure you'll be a beautiful summer bird, Sierra. The Weird Adventure Gang says, I feel bad for the one day fly. Yeah. You're so welcome, Sierra. I'm glad you came in here too. We do what we can. We just try to have a good time. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about meeting new friends. It's about coming together and enjoying this really great craft. It's about accountability. Like, I'm supposed to ship out this Pooh Bear tomorrow. And if I wasn't on live doing this with you guys, mm, I don't think I don't think that I would get it done. Totally fair, Alyssa. Subject change. Who made that pattern? I kind of want to get a Pooh made this week. This is a pattern by Cortez Crochets. I'll type it in the chat. At Cortez Crochets. Yes, accountability friends are helpful. Sierra says, I have to say, Kat, every time I've been in here, it's always a reason to come back again. Yay! I'm so glad. Honestly, like, that's just what we need. We just need lighthearted, fun conversations. You know, sometimes a conversation just to make you think, you know. I am always up for a friendly debate. And not even like I'm trying to change your mind on something serious, but like, okay, I see your point of view, but have you thought of it this way? You know what I mean? Yeah. See, Sierra, and that's I thrive for that. Like, I can't take anything seriously. Like, I know that it's a serious conversation, a lot of things, but it doesn't have to be heavy. It doesn't have to be. The only reason for it to really feel heavy is if you make somebody feel like the answer means everything. You know, weird adventure gang. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would use old socks and shirts for stuffing. Unless I'm like making somebody for somebody that I'm using their old socks and shirts for stuffing. Like if I'm making something at their house and I don't have polyfill and they're like, oh hey, can I have that? Like, well, I don't have polyfill. So right, like it would definitely compact eventually. Sierra says I fear confrontation so much it needs to be lighthearted. Yeah, I don't like confrontation either. It it really hurts. Yeah, Strawberry has a point. Says as long as you're not selling it, if it's something for yourself or someone who doesn't mind. I don't know. Sarah says I shake too much for that. What did I say? Now I don't remember. Uh, I don't know. Oh, confrontation. Yeah. Same, actually. You don't think you'll sell most of yours? Why? Do you just not want to? Like, is it for you? Is it who's it for? What are you making? I guess is the question. Yeah, Sierra, it's just the adrenaline. Like, it's the adrenaline of the trauma buildup, that always being on fight or flight. It sucks, is what it is. But yes, we are making a little Pooh Bear, and I am almost done with the shirt. I think you just want to make it once. Okay. Sarah says, "Oh yeah, I've got a terrible panic disorder. Definitely the shakes stem from that." How fun! So sorry. Strawberry says, "I remember a coworker dealing with a crappy person yelling at them for no reason, and I had a mental breakdown. It wasn't me being yelled at." Fair. See, my I've never been in a fight ever in my life, but my mouth thinks that it has, which is a problem. That's fair, Adventure Gang. Yeah, yeah. See, at this point, Sierra, it just feels like an unhappy surprise. Yeah, it's a problem though. Like, I just don't do well with people acting entitled or acting better than anybody. You know, if somebody wants to try to get in my face and talk a bunch of shit, like I have no business talking shit, or I have no problem talking shit back. I do start shaking really bad. And I get real red in the face, like I look like I'm ready to cry. It's a whole thing. But like, ooh, I can get hella sassy. Sarah says I've been in plenty of fights. I at least know I can do that if I need to. I've literally had nightmares throughout my life that if if I got in a fight with somebody, um, and I felt the need that I needed to hit them, my nightmares are literally that I will throw the punch and it'll be like there's a magnetic field that I cannot like get around, and it's humiliating and it's frustrating and it's like it's not even the I can't hit hard enough. It's the I can't make contact. It's there's a physical force field preventing me from being able to land a hit. So then I'm gonna get my ass kicked. It's great. It's so much fun. Oh, wait, I'm forgetting something. Sarah says, plus my adrenaline issue would make fighting wild in adulthood. Adventure Gang says I gave someone a concussion not on purpose. A clipboard got in the way. Wait, wait, does that okay? Do you mean you hit somebody with a clipboard? I need to know. Yay, Alyssa! Not, I mean, it is random, but very exciting. Sarah says, "Oh, I do cry. I'll curse you out with tears running down my face." Oh, that would make me more mad. Adventure Gang says, "Plus, I was told to end a fight. Just don't start it." For real. I was told that too, but I don't think I could end it either. I'm a sissy. Adventure Gang says, "I also have a boxing bag that I practice on sometimes." That's fun, but also painful. My wrists would hurt. Hi, Lisa. The good thing though is like, my group of friends in high school was literally a group of guys that really loved mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu specifically. Sorry, like stuttering all of a sudden. And So I do know how to throw a punch. Pretty good one. I've just never had to use it. Strawberry says multiple times I was the target for bullying. Multiple times I taught bullies not to fuck with me. Get it. That's right. Adventure Gang says, okay, so the clipboard was on the wall, or cupboard was on the wall, and they wouldn't leave me alone. And I told them for like forever, and the teachers wouldn't do anything, so I told them to nicely get out of the way, and they wouldn't leave me alone, so I pushed them into the wall. That sounds like it wasn't your fault. Sorry, I've like, all of a sudden my throat just feels blah. Ooh, so Alyssa, it sounds like you're the perfect person to take to a smash room. I'm so sad that we live a country away from each other. I could smash things all the time with you. Well, I mean, I have water over there, but that requires me to get up. You have cool blue boxing gloves, super cool. I forget that that's a necessary thing. Hi, Amira. We would so be the destruction duo, Alyssa. Lisa says, you guys don't want to see me mad. I start vibrating, trying to hold the psychotic in. That sounds hilarious, though. I can't help it, Sierra. It's the look of, oh, me? What? Oh, of course. Of course you went to the office, Adventure Gang. That's so stupid. No, Amira, you are so fine. Honestly, sometimes I forget the full YouTube channels even exist until I go scrolling through my subscriptions, whatever it is. And uh yeah, then I remember. Strawberry says a lot of the bullies were harassing me, and teachers wouldn't do anything about it. Ooh, that just means they like you. No, it does not. That's when you teach them a lesson. You're just here to chill while you sketch. Okay. Well, I'm Lisa. Not a whole lot of productivity. I'm this far into my Pooh Bear. We have a tail in the process. Um, but yes. Okay, I didn't know I was at 2.31, but that's super cool. Yay. Thank you, thank you. He turns out pretty cute. I do like him. I like this pattern. I know, I want to go to a smash room. Like, I just think that it would be the coolest thing in the world. I want to take a baseball bat to a toilet. Right? Like, that just sounds really fun. 7. Okay. Publix always makes me miss Florida. Oh, I missed something. Okay. Um, Sierra also occasionally scrolls through her subscription list to check on people I haven't checked in a long time. A few weeks ago, I went to my local Publix and found some Korean snacks and drinks. Nice, nice. Oh, okay. Always makes you miss Florida. I can make crochet Christmas ornaments. I have 2 patterns actually online for them. I have he's like a snowman cube, And then another one that is more kind of rustic, and it's like a chain. Kind of hard to explain without showing you. I think we also have like a spare toilet at our other house. Not a spare toilet, the old toilet. If we brought it here, I could totally smash it. But then I have to clean it up myself, and that does not sound fun. Weird Adventure Gang says, but my parents were like, did they deserve it? And I was like, yeah. And after we left the school doors, we got fast food and played video games. See, my mom was the same way. Well, Sierra, I'm sure that it's along the lines of like she replaced the toilet at some point and the old one went in the backyard, right? Oh no, Amira. Sounds like, listen, all the yarn places are having Black Friday sales right now. Sounds like you need to check them out. Okay. So what was the concerning part? You'll just wait till Christmas? Fair. Your nickname is Z. Okay. I'm going to try to remember that because that will be easier than saying your whole YouTube name. Lisa's tearing out a custom. No. Hey, Lion. Strawberry says pretty much. Yeah, we don't know what to do with the toilet. We changed ours out, and the old one has been in our backyard for months now. So we also like we renovated kind of. It is a Winnie the Pooh. Um, we updated our bathrooms and the toilet. It's an old blue toilet. It ended up just getting put out in front of the garage, and that's where it sits because the garbage company won't actually take it. Like you have to take it to a dump or a construction site dump, which costs money, right? And so there's a lot of people in my area who actually turn toilets into flower pots for their yard. Lisa says, when I was a child, my parents told me to tell the other kids to stop loud enough for the teacher to hear 3 times. If nothing is done, knock them out. So I did in first grade, and they didn't fuck with me again. That's right. I like your parents. Z says, just play my sister. She never cleans her mess unless it's her friends that tell her. Thank you, Amira. You like sketching characters from your favorite Canadian show? What's your favorite show? Right, bird baths. You want to make it a running, functioning bird bath. That would be really funny. Z has to go do chores and finish their project for someone's Christmas. See you. We'll see you later. Come hang out again. Don't forget to subscribe. Strawberry actually suggested the flower garden situation to Dad. He didn't like the idea. Boo. Yes, have a good night. Amira says it's called Total Drama. Interesting. I mean, is it good? Sierra says, I have an image in my mind of a pretty circular garden in the middle of a front yard with a toilet in the middle as a level fountain for the birds. That sounds so funny. Sierra is asking, Total Drama Island? Question mark. Yep. All right, and then decrease all the way around. Sierra says I haven't watched that in years. I also didn't realize it was a Canadian show. Oh, do I know what that is? I feel like I remember this. Total Drama. I do remember this. I didn't know it was Canadian either, but that was a really funny show. And then, okay, something that I realized too is that I'm pretty sure that the host is supposed to be Jeff Probst. We used to watch Total Drama. I loved how it was kind of a parody of Survivor. Oh my god, we were on the same wavelength. I don't even remember when it came out. You like drawing them Pinterest? You like drawing them on your Pinterest. Sorry, my thing just like reset or something. I don't even know, honestly. It's been so long since I watched it. Oh, Whitney, I just saw your picture. That's so cute. Whitney made a hat from one of my patterns, and I think this is her little sister. Um, Tried the hat on. She's like, it's hers now. Yeah, I liked them too. The besties. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Whitney, I figured, but no, it's probably not your tension. Um, did you make the one for toddlers or did you make the one for adults? Because there's two. Yeah, the adult. Well, maybe. What yarn did you use? Sierra. Raven was always pretty cool, though. You're fine. You're fine. The Lion Brand hometown. Okay. Um, that's what did I use? I think I used Good night, Kylie. I think that I used Lion Brand Thick and Quick Sparkle with that pattern. So it might be less of your tension and more to do with the yarn choice. I don't know if you have a yarn that's a little bit thicker than that. All right, so here is the shell of Little Pooh Bear. So I need to put eyeballs in him. Thank you, Kylie. Question is, where do I put the eyes? Too far apart. Well, that one's too small. Welcome back, Amira. Mhm. All right, give me 1 second. I need to try to look at a picture real quick. So I'm gonna freeze for a second. I'm back. Sorry. I just needed to double check this. I don't know if my eyes in this are just a little too small or that's the same size eye, dang it. Oh. No. These are not supposed to be the same size eyes. Okay. The one I'm making now is with the recycled yarn from Lion Brand. You guys are funny. No. I don't like this eye. Like right on the freaking edge. I think I like it better with the bigger eyes. Yeah. Adding more increases will definitely help, Whitney. Oh my gosh. All right, so Sierra and Strawberry have found themselves as internet besties, is what I'm hearing. You're welcome for the introduction. Okay. Yes, we love that. All right, so here's Pooh Bear with his eyes. Oh, my stuffing's way over there. Ooh, geez. Sorry. Well, so I know these are the kawaii eyes I like to use. Thank you, Alyssa. I really love these eyes. Lisa, she was using the Lion Brand homespun yarn. So it is like a size 5, I think. But the Lion Brand Thick and Quick with the sparkle running through it, it's really thick. I do sometimes. I don't have any right here, but these are not those. No. Lion Brand homespun? No, it's the thick stuff that Walmart used to have. Not that one. Hometown, not homespun. Gosh, if I can spell. I know, that's what I'm doing too. I got it all on Amazon. I bet, Sierra. Homespun sucks. You guys are funny. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. It is. Yeah, I would say it's more of a 5. Like, it says that it's a super bulky, which maybe, like, it is bigger than, like, Serenity Chunky, right? But it's not quite as big as Thick and Quick. Strawberry thrifted a thing of homespun, and I have no idea what to do with it. I hate homespun. It is a very pretty label, for sure. You mean Parfait Chunky is labeled as a 6? Yeah, because they're wrong. And what do they label Parfait Plush as? Do they label it as a 6? Or do they label it as a 7? Because, I mean, it's wrong, but still. 7. Hey, wait. What is this? Okay. No. No, go back. All right, Aaron, I think that I have watched every video of yours twice, not to mention the time that I watched it when you posted it already. So, and I've watched it in super slow motion too. Sue, your watch hours, I hope, are up. Sarah says yarn labeling is a bit weird with weights. Nobody can seem to agree sometimes between companies. True. There are even some hand spinners that I'm like, that's not a 4-weight, that's more of a fingering, right? They have it labeled as a 6. So in what world is Parfait Chunky and Parfait Plush the same weight? Somebody needs to reevaluate here. You're just guessing. That's fair. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna get the stuffing, wasn't I? Oh my goodness. They measure the fuzziness as part of the thickness, which is true. They do count the haloing, but there is no more haloing on plush than there is on Parfait Chunky. It's crazy. It's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. No, strawberry, that's fine. We're not judging you. You pair Chunky with Posh? What? Posh and Parfait Chunky aren't even the same, like, textured yarn. Lisa. Lisa. Oh my gosh, I'm shedding. Well, I mean, I hear you. It is the same thickness, but it's not the same texture. Like, one of them is a chenille, and the other one is, like, fleece. Like, better than Bernat fleece, but still. I have some lattice yarn over there. I just haven't made anything with it. It was on clearance, and it was very pretty. I know they're both polyester. My brain does not like the thought of that. I can't do that. I know there's a lot of people who can, but I cannot. Dude. Well, I mean, Sierra, I'm not sure. The yarn that I'm talking about is called lattice. Strawberries using the last of their lattice into a star sweater and making. I legit love lattice. I just knit socks with it. You knit Bernat lattice. I'm pretty sure that that's what I have. Yeah, I do have Bernat lattice. So it's this one. It's really thin. It's sort of. So it's like. It is plied. Kind of. But it's like woven. Yeah, it is definitely more like woven. You can't really pick it apart. It's kind of like one of those chained threads. It's really hard to explain. But it says it is a 4-weight, which I would say it's thin for a 4-weight, but it's not quite a 3 either. It's 54% polyester, 28% acrylic, and 18% nylon. Your colorway is a heather mix. It's a lavender purple. Yeah, it's a combination, Sierra. Polyester, acrylic, and nylon. But it's a 7.8 ounce skein. There's 389 yards in it. This one is called Rust Mix. It's a little more like burnt orange than it is how it looks. It says to use a 5mm. And then I don't really understand the washing instructions. Yeah. I think home decor might be nice with that. No. Wait, do you mean the yarn like home decor? Sorry. Different. Totally different. So, home decor is definitely more of a tube. It's a t-shirt tube yarn. And come on. Will it do it? No. It's different. Different textures. But the home decor is 72% cotton and 28% nylon. But polyester, acrylic, and nylon. Yeah. Yes. Baskets. Where did you go, Lucky? I saw you. Oh my god! This is terrible. You have some giant t-shirt yarn you want to make baskets with, but it hurts. Yeah, it definitely would hurt. Hi, Isha. Oh my gosh. My allergies have been kicking my butt today. Strawberries pulled together all of the yarn, all of the purple yarn, along with some cream. I'm praying I have enough for my star sweater. I hope you have enough too. I think I just blew a hair up to my eye. Fingers crossed. Again, I thrift yarn, so a lot is just scrap balls people don't know what to do with. Yeah. So, hot topic in the crochet world. When you thrift yarn at the thrift store, will you only purchase the yarn that is balled up and ready to use? Or are you able to buy already crocheted blankets or sweaters and frog them to make projects out of the yarn that you want to make with it? Sierra says, with not having my own income, my yarn stash is almost purely what my lovely friends have gifted me, so I completely understand working with what you got. That's so nice. See, I don't think I would be able to do it. Like, I would be more likely to buy crochet blankets from Goodwill to donate to, like, shelters and stuff. Just because, like, I get frustrated that the thrift stores don't sell it for what it's worth. Because that just makes me mad. Even, like, because the people will make them brand new specifically to donate to a thrift store. And but I know, like, the homeless shelter or, women's shelters and stuff would appreciate it. Alyssa says, my mom made 2 ponchos and she gave me them to take apart and use the yarn for something else. But I would buy any thrifted yarn, just not take apart someone else's work. Right. I don't think I could do it. Sierra worries with felting fuzz from where how much would end up wasted from having to cut, snip, etc. That's true. You would have to gauge like the quality of the yarn in the intended project, I guess. Like you wouldn't be able to do it with just anything. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's my hair that's making me itchy or if it's my allergies that's making me itchy, but I'm itching. I should say that that is not me judging somebody else if they wanted to do that. That's funny, Sierra. Strawberry says, I've never frogged a thrifted project. I've thought about it, but I fear the granny spirit might haunt me if I did, right? Don't want to be haunted by no sweet grands now. Yes. I know, Lisa. I know. I definitely forgot today. I don't even know where my meds are right now because they were in my zipper pouch here. I mean, okay, my actual bottles of meds are over here. But I've even bought like a little daily medicine container thing to try to remember to take my meds. And I don't know where that is. I'm so glad, Sierra. Come back anytime. We are the weirdos of the crochet world. Come hang out anytime you would like. Talk about anything and everything and nothing at all. I know, Sierra. I know. I'm so bad at taking my meds. Like, this is why I will not trust, like, pill form birth control. I couldn't. I don't know how some people do it. I don't know how they remember to take it every day, let alone on time every day. I would probably end up pregnant. But that also requires, being more intimate. But still. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and Lisa, were you here in the beginning when my cat was licking my head again? Yeah. I don't know. I'm really bad at remembering to take my meds. Let's see. Strawberry says, so like a cat food dispenser, but on a wall? Yes, but in very, very small dosage. Sierra says, my future is looking very doctor and med heavy, and I can barely remember how many Tylenol I took on a bad day. I'm scared. So, fun thing. Now, this doesn't work for medicine that you have to take multiple times a day, but there are automated med dispensers that will, like, all of your medicine goes in one little cup or in a pre-made package. Like, okay, if I have to take my allergy medicine, for instance, and my antidepressant, for instance, every single day for best effectiveness, I can go ahead and I can call the pharmacist and they can pre-package it into like a roll of daily med packets. And they can do that, or an automatic med dispenser where it will just spit out your medicine that you take every day at a certain time. And an alarm will go off and everything until you turn it off. But it doesn't really work if you have to take medicine multiple times a day. They are very expensive, Sierra, but if you have health insurance, generally they will cover stuff like that. Or they will allow you to rent them for cheaper for medical places. Good night, Lisa. Gotta be up at 6 to get Hazel around and take her to school. Gross. The kids don't have school tomorrow in my area because hunting. Yes, insurance can help with a lot of things, especially if you can have your doctor kind of prove that your medical issues affect your ability to remember things. Um, they do often prescribe them to, people with dementia, Alzheimer's, stuff like that. Yeah, we had a winter storm the other day too. Same thing, nothing shuts down. But we, in our area, so many people like keep their kids home from school on this Monday after Thanksgiving to go hunting that they just stopped having school today or tomorrow because half the school's missing. No. I can't turn my head that far. Alyssa says we have icy streets and nothing is salted and nothing is shut down here. That's how it was on Thanksgiving night. They knew the freaking storm was coming in. They knew it had been raining a lot of the day, and that it was going to freeze and have sleet rain after, like, around dinner time. You know, when everybody's leaving their Thanksgiving holiday parties. And they did nothing at all to prepare. None of the plows hit the road until after there were complaints. So there were wrecks everywhere, and we lost traction on the road multiple times on our way home. Thankfully, we made it home safe, but it was very scary. Medicine has been taken officially. But, all right, Winnie the Pooh is sewn shut. Thank you. The cup is actually, it was a Mother's Day present from my mother-in-law. But she doesn't actually use coffee cups. So, there's that. I need black thread. Over somewhere. Okay. No, she appreciated it. She didn't even tell me at first that, she doesn't like it. Not that she doesn't like it, but that she wouldn't use it. She was very nice about it. I just found out afterwards. I'm like, oh, because we moved in together, and when we moved in together, it was like, oh, we don't have enough space in the cupboards for all of our things. So, like, what can we condense? What can we get rid of? She's like, well, you could probably get rid of the coffee mugs because I don't actually use them. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, Strawberry, I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm like, I don't really know how to respond to that. Goodness, the noises that I hear from downstairs when I go live, kind of comical. Hi, Bunny. All right, there's Pooh Bear's nose. So he's all done. So officially, I can package him up and I can mail him tomorrow. So I do actually have to do that. Let me put this yarn back. It's out of my way. I know, I love him too. He's just so cute. So, what do I need? What do I need to mail him? Or ship him in this cute, spooky poly mailer. Not nearly big enough. Oh man, all my stickers fell out. I think we're going to package this order at the moment. We're going to do that card. You decided to work on another balloon dog as your goal was 3 for the market. Then finish the last 10 whips. That's tomorrow's project. Oh. This one a nice little yarn basket sticker. Don't worry, be happy. And then we're going to hope they have a sense of humor. I don't do hugs. I think that was cute. Oh yeah, we're going to do one of these as well. It matches. Maybe not that one. That one says spooky season. Spectacular. Okay. Okay. We have the Lucky Dealer. That one. Your order made my day. I hope this package makes yours. Don't squish the baby. Great face. What would one charge for a crochet top, or what would you be willing to pay for one if you don't sell? So I sell mine for $40, done with acrylic yarn. Like just for a crop top. Welcome back, Sierra. That's nice. Be sure to use the thank you sticker. Good. Okay. I have a lot of stickers that I use. So you couldn't see yourself selling a wearable for anything less than 100. Maybe if it was a bralette crop top small thing, like 60 to 80. Where do you live? Sierra says, but I'm super big on not trying to compete with fast fashion prices. Yeah, the big reason why I sell them for that price is because they don't sell very well in my area. And they are like bralettes, crop tops. But I don't go to the places that sell them very well. Like I don't go to music festivals and stuff like that. I would say I'm very much straight edge, other than the occasional like mixed drink. But so I have a hard time going to music festivals and stuff because it just smells really, really bad, like hot a lot of the times. I just can't handle it, and I can't handle being around like super drunk people or super high people when they are acting stupid. So that's pretty much that. Isha crochets those gloves. Oh, you crocheted them. Your brother loved them. Yay! You should post a picture online. Tag me. I want to see. Strawberry has a tank top and a crop top you're trying to sell. The tank is cotton and the crop is acrylic. They're listed on 30 on Marketplace. Okay. Sarah says, yeah, it's definitely huge on finding your customers, but I do know a lot of people are pressured into lowering their prices because they can get it at Walmart cheaper, and I just yuck at that. I agree 100%. I don't keep my prices low because of that. It's just I have tried raising them higher than $40, and like because I started them out at 25, which was bad. I've gotten up to 40, but as soon as I jumped from 35 to 40, my sales are like halved in this area. And it's like hit or miss the market that I go to that actually has interest in them. So this past year I didn't do a lot of them, but it might also be the style of the ones that I've been making because it's all like one pattern and it's mine. So, ooh, I like story time. Yeah, a little bit. I get people all the time who tell me to take them to like music festivals and stuff and sell them, but I just haven't. Oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy. I'll go back in here. I can go in there. Where's my sticker? My logo. Oh, I only have one. I only have one left. I need to make more of those. Phew! Ugh. Sierra says, if I were to sell full time, it would definitely be online, where your customer base is broader and your people are more likely to find you and at festivals and markets and stuff. See, I make a lot more money, like sales wise, at markets than I do online. Yeah, a lot of people don't like shipping. But if you price the product for higher and the market is free shipping, it's a nice way. Thank you. It's a nice way to get around that. Strawberry says, I was in a group and a lady popped in asking if someone would make a pattern for the Bernie mittens, but change it slightly and knit it for them. For $15, they got very confrontational when we told them no. For good reason. Like, you told them no for good reason. Holy crap. Aisha says, yeah, in our country, crochet stuff doesn't sell very well, except baby stuff. So it's hard to look for buyers, and I don't sell them at high price either. That's so frustrating. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to deal with that, because that sucks. So we have all of my stickers. I need to... Oh. These will all go on the bag. I need to get a shipping label and stick it on there. We'll get there eventually. Alright, so there's that. That's something I will do in a little bit. And realistically, I do need to make some jellyfish as well. But I'm not going to do that at this very second. Sierra says, with crafting becoming trendy in the last 5 to 8 years, it's getting harder with competition as well. People don't want to pay a high price for something they see a lot of. Yeah, that's very true. That's definitely one thing that COVID made a difference in. Everybody turned to needing a side hustle, which is all fine and good, but like do it for the right reason. Don't learn to crochet so that way you can instantly sell it when your quality isn't super great. Just to make money. Like, love crochet and sell it because you don't know what else to do with it because you make it so much. It does. It loses its one of a kind handmade vibe, and that used to justify the price. Like, everybody is making similar things. Everybody's setup looks almost the same. Like, I go so far out of my way to make sure my setup is different than like everybody else's. And I try to make sure to offer a variety in prices and size and a wide variety in pattern styles or pattern types, to be able to basically hit as many people as I can. Yeah. Like, almost everybody's using the wooden crates now. You know, the stretchy tablecloths in a variety of colors. Sometimes the greenery or the wooden beads. Like, there's not a lot of uniqueness anymore. Strawberry says, I don't know how to knit, but I heard this was a knitting group. Make up this pattern because I don't have one, but change it to this blurry pick and make sure it's less than the pair I found at Walmart. Right. Yeah, no. Nope. Nope. I do not like that. People at this point just give me the ick. They don't think. I get a lot of people who come in like, are your prices negotiable? Like, no, it's handmade. Like, with my own 2 hands. Like, I can't do that. You definitely know what your career would have been centuries ago before factory production if I lived back then, right? I would have absolutely been like a crochet artist, a fiber artist. Wait, Alyssa says, so I started to crochet again as I wanted to sell stuff to make money to pay some debt I have. Long story, but now I really love crochet. And if I take some time off, it feels weird for your hands. See, and that's okay too. Like, you need to have a real passion for it. And I love that. I'm glad that that's brought us together. Strawberry says, technically, the group isn't a knitting group. It's a general needlework. But yeah. Sierra says, I would have been the lady that knits those fancy, pretty colorwork sweaters and made home decor for my community. Yeah. See, I don't think that I want to make, like, fancy colorwork sweaters. I just don't like using super thin yarn. Yes. Yes. That's exactly it. I'm not saying don't learn how to crochet because you want to sell it. It's definitely more of like learn to crochet because you need to learn to do something with your hands. Fall in love with it. And then decide to sell. There's a little bit of a difference there. Alyssa says, I love trying patterns and seeing what works with me. Plus, seeing the kids light up with buying stuff really makes me happy. Same. The reactions at markets are one of the top reasons why I do this anymore. Like it fills my cups so much. Strawberry says, I knit a Sonic sweater with worsted weight. Sonic sweaters for the family. That's great. That is so sweet. The school removed the crochet group, so now no one teaches it here, and the kids prefer to buy it than make it. See, I've found a lot of kids and adults now who have no issues buying it because they tried to learn and failed so hard. They're like, I didn't appreciate it before I tried, and now I do, and I give you so much credit. Like, I will gladly give you my money now. Strawberry says, my family doesn't really understand my Sonic obsession, so they might not see it as such. I like that. Exactly. That's exactly it. They're like, this is witchcraft. Take my money. Alyssa's dad actually encourages her mom to go buy yarn. He hands his card and says, go treat yourself. Um, can my husband do that? Babe, are you watching? Could I have your card? Can I go buy some yarn? Please. I know, that's so freaking cute. So here's a little bit of a sidestep in conversation. As the conversation's slowing down a little bit more, it's reminding me, like, I'm hungry. I really don't think I've eaten anything today, except for a very large donut. Which makes me think that my husband, before I went on live, cooked some deer meat downstairs. Because yesterday we went out into the woods and I was able to get 2 deer through hunting. And they were not as big as I thought they were, but they're still good eating deer. And I'm very excited to have some deer meat that I harvested myself. So he cooked it and it's down there, and I didn't eat it earlier, but now I'm hungry and I'm excited to eat it. Sierra says, my partner has bought me a few color packs before. He is so sweet. We struggle financially, so I don't want him to do so. But it just warms my heart so much because he sees this hobby helps me. That's so sweet. And then says my partner is a night shift, so I'll be putting a roast in the slow cooker at about 3 a.m. Does that mean that you're also a night shift? Keisha says, I almost gave up crocheting at first because every time I tried, I failed. But then my mom and partner told me to try again and again, so now I can't stop my hands from crocheting. Yeah, I don't think that I could stop my hands either, but good for you for persevering and finally getting it done. Sierra just finished off her Thanksgiving leftovers that her mom brought over. Mom's cooking hits different when you haven't lived with her in forever. That is so freaking true. I just want to say that if my mom decides to watch this live, I have a bone to pick because she packaged us up some leftovers from Thanksgiving and asked, do you guys want to take any of this home? Like, yeah, we'll take whatever you give us. We come back and there is a bag of macaroni and cheese, and there is a Tupperware container completely full of deviled eggs and nothing else. No turkey, no mashed potatoes, no potato salad, mac salad, green bean casserole, nothing. Just deviled eggs and macaroni and cheese. Like, what? Like, where's the meal, Mom? What happened? Yeah. So we were a little sad, right? Like, Mama's getting stingy with her food. Damn. Like, okay. All right. She even said, she's like, please take some. She made enough for a whole freaking army of people. And there was not an army of people that showed up. Ugh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sierra. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'll be grateful for my hoard of deviled eggs and mac and cheese. Sierra says, I swing back and forth. I get up early to hang out with some Zoom friends during the day. Then I go back to bed when he does. Then I get back up and have my night to myself before I get tired and restart. I'm definitely that way. I sleep until like noon, 3, it depends on the day. And sorry. Get the kids off the bus. If Chris works, he goes to work at 6. I put the kids to bed. I stay up until like 2. go to sleep, wake up at like 7 in the morning to help get the kids on the bus, and then go back to sleep until noon to 3. So I know, I'm hungry now too. You could live off the deviled eggs. Sierra says, I am now extra grateful for the turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing, even though I didn't get my eggs and mac. LOL. What are your normal Thanksgiving dinner? So, our normal would be turkey, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. There's always stuffing, green bean casserole, ways, mashed potatoes. Oh, I said that. No, macaroni salad, potato salad, corn, and then we always have like cherry cheesecake. Sometimes there's usually pumpkin pie, but my mom says I didn't want to make a pumpkin pie this year, so I made a pumpkin dessert. Not the same. I want the pumpkin pie. Sierra says, I've been told by a lot of friends that are parents that you feel the need to have to stay up late after the kids go to bed so you can actually wind down and have me time. That is absolutely correct. Sierra says turkey, potatoes, green bean casserole, mac and cheese with breadcrumbs, eggs, fudge, and pumpkin roll. You don't do pies very often. That's okay. That's okay. My mother has just proved this year that she doesn't like me. It's fine. Alyssa's birthday supper in 2 days. Happy early birthday, Alyssa. Will be steak, corn, and mashed potatoes. Yum. Wait, you do baked beans for Thanksgiving? What? That's a weird one. We don't do baked beans for Thanksgiving. Maybe like calico beans, Texas beans, but not baked beans. Yeah, so YouTube, if you want to do the live AI short of this video, maybe you should just tell my mother that it's clear she doesn't love me because she didn't send me with Thanksgiving leftovers like a normal person, and she didn't make me pumpkin pie. Strawberry says sometimes we have biscuits, sometimes we have rolls. Sierra says sometimes macaroni or potato salad as well. Yeah, rolls are a must. Every year, my mom makes homemade bread in cupcake tins. See, that's smart. See, I prefer, so most people make stuffing like in a pan, in a pot, in the turkey, whatever. In a pan, it tends to be too dry. In the turkey and in a pot, it tends to be too wet. But if you take stuffing and you make it in a cupcake pan or cupcake tin, they're individual rolls of stuffing, and they're soft on the inside, but slightly crunchy on the outside. Sierra says, I love stovetop box stuffing, and my mom hates me for it. Oh. See, I feel like I prefer stovetop box stuffing, just made in cupcake form. Yeah. Realistically, homemade stuffing, like the breadcrumbs are too big, or well, bread cubes, croutons, whatever. Like they end up way too big. There ends up being way too much seasoning in it. It's just not as well proportioned texturally. I don't know. Strawberry says we have a baked beans recipe from my grandmother. It's loaded. Ground beef, bacon, various spices. that is either calico beans or Texas beans around me. Sierra says, my mom grew up on a farm with everything homemade, so I understand why she feels that way. Fair. Throw some melted cheese on top in the oven and I could eat that by itself. Melted cheese? We've never done that. But, like, by then it'd be a casserole almost. You have a cheese addiction. Listen, cheese makes everything better. Yeah, it is. No. I swear I'm not trying to shame you. Cheese does, in fact, make everything better. It's just my mind kind of broke for a minute of like, wait a minute. You can put cheese on that? Because, I mean, okay. Let's put cheese on that. Because then it almost feels more like a chili. But not chili flavored, I guess. Sierra says, I read somewhere once, fact check because I didn't, LOL, that cheese releases dopamine in the brain. And I was like, I understand. You know what? I don't even want to fact check that because if they say it's wrong, I'm going to say that they need a fact checker. Because it feels like cheese is dopamine. Oh no. Okay, I'm not eating shredded cheese like that. Although I feel like my kid has. My kids love eating like just sliced square cheese. Like, dude, that's not even real cheese. That's like rubber cheese. Strawberry says my partner has a joke that cheese is fascinating. Every time we're in a store with cheese, we have to text a pic of it just for the LOLs. Your kid definitely has, probably. Right. Definitely checks out. Bunny, what are you doing? So we have a cat named Bunny. And she's literally been upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs for the last like 30 minutes. Oh, I'm doing an ear warmer. So right now I'm working on like the 6th ridge. But I'm gonna keep going until it's wide enough. Strawberry says, my dad used to make roll-up snacks for me as a kid. It was just cheese or deli meat rolled into a tube shape. Right. We do that. Sierra's been typing so much and into the conversation that I barely touched my chevron back panel for my duster cardigan. Oh no! Right. I will say that going live does a lot to help my productivity, but I don't know how much it actually helps other people's productivity. wonder if this is Chris coming upstairs now. It is. It is Chris coming upstairs now. Sierra, hey, I'm on live.
I'm going to bed.
Well, okay.
You can turn that light brighter.
I can't turn the other light brighter.
Finish up.
I guess I'm gonna be orange now. Alyssa says, "Hey, Chris."
Grass.
What?
Okay. Grass. Barley.
Oh. Yeah, he definitely is saying that. It's time for him to wind down for the day. He doesn't care if I wind down for the day. He just wants me to be quiet so he can go to sleep. Go away. You put your finger in my ear and you're gonna find earwax. I'm telling you. Hello.
What about?
You've been seen.
It'll be all right.
Oh,
What's a face thing?
Yep. Sierra says, "Hi, Mr. Cat." Which is really funny because Haley's not here, and that's how Haley's husband got, "Hey, Mr. Haley." Sierra said, "Also, my partner had messaged me on Discord to let me know he got to work, and I didn't realize I hadn't tabbed back over, so he received a message that says, 'What you working on now, Cat?'" That's funny. Do you know how difficult it is to work on a navy blue project in the dark? Not great. Aw. They're saying precious, so cute. Right, Sierra? That's how I am. Like, she says all of my YouTube friends call their husbands Mr. Insert channel name, LOL. Oh, were they? The kisses, it's like ritual at this point. There's a certain number. There's a certain number of kisses that has to be obtained or it's wrong. There's 5, evidently. I don't count them anymore. I just know that there's a number. Alyssa, I'm almost afraid to look because I'm sure you sent me a picture, which is all fine and good, but if it's a picture of my neck super extended giving him kisses, I'm just imagining that I'm gonna look like a full-on neck beast. I don't even want to look. Sierra says, "I'll definitely be referring to mine as Mr. Stitch Sanctuary." Love that. See, my YouTube channel is way too long. Like what? Mr. Cat's Krafty Crochet Korner? No. No, there's a C in there now. Oh, man. Of course you come up now. If you come up earlier, you could have hung out while all the trolls were being weird in the chat. Clearly. Mr. Crafty. Maybe. He's not all that crafty, though. He can macrame. He doesn't admit it, but he does. That's essentially what he's doing to make his, like, lanyards and fishing tools and stuff. Mr. Corner. My brain is trying to make a joke with that, and it's not working. Yep, that one has other implications, though. Yeah, long-distance relationships are tough. Right? My brain was trying to. It's not working at the moment. I don't know if it's because of the way that I'm sitting or because of the bending, but like I have a weird pain in my shoulder now. Yeah, long distance sucks. All right, I guess I'll go look. I'll go find a picture, Alyssa. Yep, neck beast for sure, but very cute. I like that. He looks much better on camera than I did though in that one. In the one, I look lost. You're gonna be lost.
No, I won't, because you're gonna have to call somebody for help.
Sarah says, I lived with my partner for 6 years. I couldn't imagine going back now, especially after the trauma we've experienced together. Not having him next to me would ruin me. That's really sad, but also really sweet at the same time. Alyssa says, I think this girl is going to head to bed, maybe in a cafe tomorrow night to get the whips done. We'll see. I also might be in the cafe tomorrow. I'm not really sure. I've really, I've said it before, I've kind of been anti-peopling in a sense. Like, I didn't have a market this weekend, which I'm glad for. Um, Haley hasn't been feeling super well, so like her and I haven't even been on the phone and stuff as much. I haven't been in the Discord hardly at all, just because this time of year is hard, guys. So like I'm really just trying to stay in the moment and present and not think. Emotions suck. But we will see you later, Alyssa. Thanks for hanging out. And you will get it all done. Right, Sierra? It does sound a little trauma bondy, but come on, trauma bonding is like the best way to build a relationship, is it not? Haley and I were just talking about this. It just helps you become close faster, you know? You can get to the safe relationship building later. That's right. Sierra says, run, go to him, get that passport, girly. Of course, Alyssa. I don't want to vent. I don't, because that means I have to think about it, and I don't want to think about any of it yet. It is expensive and it is confusing. Ooh. Excuse me?
What? Expensive is confusing.
Does somebody need, I was going to say, does somebody need a husband? I don't know if that's the right way to go about this, but somebody need a Chris, you can have him. Oh. Sierra, I am so sorry you guys had to go through that. Honestly, that's terrible. No, I understand. Go ahead. Is that actually?
Oh, curled up on the couch, you go to sleep.
Okay, but like TV's off and all that. Okay. So want to make sure that I like just didn't go downstairs ever, and he just stays up all night. Did you put the food away? That's all right. That's what I plan on doing, is going down there and eating. So the cat doesn't steal it?
Well, let's see.
Did she already try to steal it?
That one's outside.
Ah.
The tailless one might have it.
Why?
I walked away from the table for 2 minutes. The yellow row with her fingers screeching on my ear. After Jody yelled at me, go upstairs. I'll see for 2 minutes on the couch. And when I get straight, like 5 minutes before that, I told him it's time to shut it off and some time to eat. I was away from back out of the living room. Bunny was up there chowing down.
He's staying cats.
So she will run.
Okay, we'll try not to concuss any more of the cats, please. I would very much appreciate that.
Fine now. She's no longer her feet.
Well, that really explains. She was up and down in here like 3 or 4 different times. Up the stairs, down the stairs, up the stairs, down the stairs. No. Maybe don't boot the cats that hard. I don't think that's
the invention, but I was
I know. Sierra, you are so fine. You're terrible. Alright, guys, I think I only have one more row, and then we will be done for the evening. I wasn't intending on staying on for this much longer, but I wanted to finish my ear warmer before getting off. Sarah says, I just know how that topic can ruffle feathers, so I try to be careful with it for others' sake. I can understand where that comes from. I mean, you're safe with me, but I understand not everybody is the same way. Strawberry says, so for some reason I'm both too warm and too cold. I feel like ice, but I'm sweating. You should probably go check your temperature, Strawberry, because it sounds like you could possibly have a fever. Goodness, this lighting is terrible. I look jaundiced. I'm sorry. I've been mostly lucky this year since like February, I think. I ended up going to the doctor and essentially asked if we could try an inhaler, because some friends had recommended that I try one. And since then, like, it has made a world of difference. Because for me, like, I don't usually get fevers and stuff like that type of sick, but like, I'll get a chest cold or a sinus infection, and then it'll be a cough that never friggin' ends. And then I can't sleep, and it just goes downhill from there. Pre-menopause. Well, that's always a possibility. Oh, Sierra, I missed that. You're also amazed you stuck around for this whole time. I usually get burnt out, but the conversation was just too good. Yay! Listen, Sierra, I have no idea how old you are. So I don't know. Most of the girls that I'm surrounded with, well, no, most of them are definitely too young for that. But I don't know. Hey, you don't know until a doctor tells you. All right, so we have finished the panel. Now it's time to crochet it together. Sorry. Sierra says I'll be 30 in a few months, but my body thinks it's 45. That's the best way I can explain that without explaining disorders. Totally fair. For real. I think you guys have found like internet besties going on, so. Yeah, no, you definitely don't have to be explaining your medical conditions over here. I understand and I get it. Ooh. Strawberry says that they have a Discord and would love. Oh, yeah, that would make a difference. Oh my goodness. Okay, so one of you is turning 30, the other one is 30. Look at that. I feel like the friend version of Cupid right now, guys. Yeah, no, that's a very valid feeling there, Sierra. Oh my gosh, look at that. Crazy. Okay. Crocheted together. There we are. So we finished an ear warmer and Winnie the Pooh tonight, guys. What have you guys finished? So, okay, the question is, how do you guys find each other? Because I don't really know how all that works. It looks like Sierra has her Instagram channel linked on her YouTube channel. So that would probably be the easiest way to do it. Sierra, you actually have videos on your channel? They're 2 years old, but still. I guess I'm going to have to actually explore here. Sierra says that turned out so cute. I've been thinking about those knotted headbands for forever, but haven't made one yet. You should totally make one. They're very easy. It's just half double crochet in the third loop. Strawberry ran out of lattice yarn. No! Mandy! Fell asleep in your chair. I hope your back's okay. Okay, same wavelength. 100%. That's so funny. Sierra, I see you. Fun fact, I'm 32, guys. Those are old, but yes. Wait, what are old? Sierra wants to start up again. Things have just been rough in your life lately. Thank you, Isha. You just sent Sierra a message on Insta. Oh, your videos. Okay, I got it now. Wonderful. Isha says I'm working on a model cover for your sister-in-law's babies. That's so sweet. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. Don't forget to like the live if you haven't. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Goodness, speech is a whole thing. If you watch the replay of this video, or once it's done, if you want to come back and comment, put a little bear emoji in the comments just to let me know you got it this far. Thank you. We're at 34 likes, so that's super nice. Yes, I am so glad that you guys hung out tonight. It has been a really great conversational evening, and it's been a lot of fun. So we definitely will be back on Wednesday, and I'm going to try to, I have a video that you'll be posting tomorrow, a little bit of a yarn haul video, and it's realistically a compilation of yarn that I've gotten over the last probably 6 months, because I had a huge giant box of it that I needed to put away. But if you guys want to hang out in my Discord at some point, join the Patreon, join the Discord. We try to do the video chats and stuff like that throughout the week, and just keep each other accountable and crochet together. So always down for internet friends. Otherwise, though, good night, guys. See you next time.